Welcome to the Movie Mirror. My name is Anthony Ramirez, and this is my reflection on the 2001 animated film Atlantis: The Lost Empire, based on the Atlantis story by Plato. The film follows a group of explorers on their journey to discover Atlantis. What resonated most with me while watching this film was how so often advanced peoples in fiction are depicted as primitive in their cultural disposition and societal structure. The clothing they wear is often reminiscent of early human garments, leaving much of the body exposed and seemingly simple in design and composition. Their structures closely resemble that of past civilizations, although this is usually because the story is of a group of people somehow lost in time, and those who the story will label them are out of touch with the established us. Generally, this is how the story sets the contrast between us and them. The two groups of peoples will portray differences in what I call human semantics and pragmatics, with us being more refined in the semantic areas of developed conducts and formal education. Those deemed them tend to be in touch with the pragmatic elements of human nature and connectivity with the essence of humanity. This allows them to flourish in human practices such as technological advancements, environmental balances, prosperity of resources, and socio-cultural enlightenment. These are qualities we, or us, are constantly struggling towards by disconnecting from our special or natural roots, whereas they seem to have detoured our tribulations by embracing such assets. An element of Atlantis that I enjoyed was the mutual dependency between the Atlanteans and explorers. Each group had something to offer the other, and putting aside antagonists and protagonists, they benefited from what each group of people brought to the table. You see, the current conditions of the Atlanteans had rendered their quintessential characteristic, the enlightened state of being, as a shore just across what is almost a repressed memory. The angle is that while the explorers from the outside world have their own motivations and intentions in discovering Atlantis, they also possess the key for the Atlanteans to revitalize their civilization. The Atlanteans' predicament was not dissimilar to the human state in the outside world. While the outsiders were searching for a means to enhance their own civilization and ease their labors, Atlantis was at a standstill in its own advancement. They had lost control over many of their creations, such as vehicles that flew, each resembling an aquatic animal. Access to certain parts of the city was impossible for them, and they even lost connection to their own language, which was their greatest stigma. Atlantis was a civilization both lost and stuck in time. Milo, an expert linguist and leader of the expedition, possessed the ability to read the Atlantean language, and he became the connection between all of the parties and the source of Atlantis, which they all sought. What was revealed as the essence of Atlantis, and more metaphorically humanity as a whole, was life. The life of an individual, serving as a vessel for the collective life force of all those who came before. The answer that the outsiders and the Atlanteans had been searching for was within all of them. The source of their existence resided in what both the Atlantean and outsider had in common, the simple existence of life. The Atlantean connectivity to this concept of a collective life force and their embracement of the natural state of existence was decisive to their prosperity. In reality, humanity's most defining creations are all replicas of something natural in function and purpose, but there is the disconnect in image and semantics for the sake of our ego. A car, 4 wheels or 4 legs? Is it a bird or is it a plane? A skyscraper hosting residents and businesses, the redwood tree, shelter for those with the ability to climb or fly. The computer and internet, these are currently the most popular replicas of a human creation hosting a consciousness. So I wonder, could the answer to what we are looking for lie in the things that we are constantly replicating, or more to the point, is the answer right in front of us, and we're simply in denial because of our own stature in the face of something greater than any single one of us.